What's up, guys? It's November 11th, 2023. I hope you guys are doing good. We had a lot of news today. It was not. There were swings either side, but I think it was a challenging day for people. It was hard for me. I'm down 100 today. Full disclosure. Yesterday we had I was gonna say a doji on the daily. So if you guys can see how like the market starts up here, we come down and we push back up, and that gives the chart a doji appearance. I think a few videos ago we talked about how we can read different time frames through the 5-minute chart. And so the day will start up here. We had a range bound market. We sold off into support, and then we pushed back up and closed the day around its high. So it wasn't a complete doji. It was like something like this, like a T. Anyways, it was a range bar. First 6 bars of the day, I was expecting a range. Today, oh my gosh, excuse me. What is going on with this computer? There we go. Happened like 3 times. Okay, so we have a gap up and a sell off. It's a rejection at yesterday's high. I think bar 1 is a good short. We could sell off into the EMA or go for a 1-to-1 move. We start finding buyers on support and we push up. So the first 6 bars is a sell off and a push up. Somewhat range bound with more bearish sentiment. This is a bear flag appearance. It's a tough bear flag. We can see what the next couple bars give us if we can start to wick. This bar does come up, I think, very close to the 50% level. So it couldn't close at the 50% level of bar 1. That would be like a pullback. So bears would go up, fail. Bulls would fail to close at the 50% level and shoot down. However, we can look at the overall range and see that we are trading at the 50% level. So if bulls were to close strongly above here, they're going to go for here and then higher. So if you're a bull, we're looking for a strong close above this. If you're a bear, you're looking for a rejection at the 50% level to get short into the lows. Last week's high, the price has just been oscillating around last week's high. So we are range bound, and last week's high is a pretty good magnet. Bears get the bear flag and they sell for 2 legs down. So now we have a leg 1, leg 2, leg 1, leg 2 move into last week's high. We have just been oscillating around last week's high. Bears sell lower and they tag the 1-hour EMA. The market's just moving between magnets right now. We are range bound. There was like a 30-year bill auction. There was Powell was speaking. And there was another Europe Fed member speaking, and there was a lot of news today. I don't trade too heavy on these days because I tend to lose, so I traded really small and still lost $100. It's just, news days ain't my thing. Here we rally. Bulls get 2 legs and third leg fails. I'm going to let it play out for the third leg so I can talk about this entire move. Okay, so remember we talked about gaps. Bears have a gap open here. They had a gap open here, but then bulls are starting to close gaps. We have this nice bull flag reversal. This pin bar is really nice. Traders can put a buy stop order and expect 2 legs up from here. One-to-one was met. Let's see with the breakout. Yeah, it was met. 2-to-1 was not met. This is, by the way, this is the 1-to-1. So this is the move. This is 100%. This is 200%. And if we were going to go higher, I would just project it again. That would make the 100%. Stop down here. Bulls make their 1-to-1, and the market starts to take profits after flag 1, flag 2, and it ranges. The third flag can fail. So be careful you're trading the third flag. If you want to trade the third flag, you can get scalpy until the confirmed breakout above the high. If you want to front run with like 1 contract, okay, but be sure to get out quickly if we don't pass. This is a strong bear bar at the high of yesterday, so the context for the bears are pretty good, and I'm sure the whole market can see sell orders because yesterday's high, yesterday's low, last week's high, last week's low, the open and the close are all the same on all time frames. So I'm saying like this is a micro double bottom on lower time frames. However, like on a higher time frame, if this is just 1 bar, It's just what am I trying to get at? So the intraday price action may look different between time frames, but the intraday price action on all time frames doesn't matter if you're a monthly, maybe on a daily chart, on a 5-minute chart, 2-minute chart, 2-minute chart, or 1-minute chart. These levels are just these levels. Like you can't. The yesterday's high is not different for someone on a 10-minute chart. So that's why I only use these, like, I keep saying levels, but it's just the open close, the highs and lows, because every computer can see that. So everyone can see that we rejected yesterday's high. There's so many people looking at it. And yeah, third flag is failing. There's a lot of context to get out. We are range bound. Last time we came up at this level, we sold. So there's proof that sellers are sitting here, and bears are trying to keep the gaps open to have a bear trend day. However, there's a lot of bull pressure. Third flag is failing, and we're breaking below the EMA again. The market is stalling. Bears failed to get good closes below the EMA, and this gives, at this moment, I had the lines like this thinking we were in a broad bull channel, and I was ready to scalp out at highs. So actually, let me do the channel tool. So this is kind of what I was looking at, and I was planning to play the day like this until Powell, and I was gonna buy low and scalp out at the upper half of the channel. However, I did not realize that there was another news event like within 30 minutes of this, and I think that's what started today's downtrend. I had a tight stop though. Bang, yeah. So it was the next bar. I was in this on the long side, and the whole thing snapped, and I was just like, I thought Powell spoke in an hour. However, there was another sneaky news event, and I got trapped. My stop was right here. I only lost about 5 points. So yeah, I was done trading after this because I was like, wow, what the hell just happened? Anyways, so huge breakout. We run the stops, almost tagged yesterday's low, and this breakout has followed through, breaking out of the 18-bar range. Be nice to see a measured move for the bears from the 18-bar range. So 18-bar leg here. This would become, if I was still trading the short side, that would be my target. And bears are now rejecting the last week's high. This is looking like a break and retest of a good magnet throughout the week. The price was just oscillating around it. So we're doing a break and retest of the magnet. Volatility is really high. If you're gonna trade this, you gotta trade small. You gotta like unless you know what you're doing, you do you. But if you're a new trader, these bars are gonna be big as they're forming. They look big now because I kind of zoomed out. I mean, they look small because I kind of zoomed out. But if you're adjusted to this volatility for the day, which I know I was, this range volatility is very small, very slow. This was very slow and small. This bar is big and fast compared to these bars. So you have to understand the shift in the market. We went from ranging to trending, and the bars are getting volatility is picking up. News is in the market. We have news. We have Fed speakers giving the bars more juice. News bars is what I was trying to say. So yeah, just understand that the conditions are changing. I did try one long, and I got out for break even very quickly. So I was like, you know what, this is not my day. I actually made money on the long in the downtrend, which is just whatever. I made like $10. Excuse me. We are in a bear channel. We had a spike in channel. Spike, pullback in channel. Traders should just look to sell for anything. Sell the pullback, sell the close, sell whatever you can. Oh, and also, excuse me. What am I trying to say? Oh, the measured move was met. You see how we projected the 18-bar range, and it was met. So expect some profit taking. This is where I got long, and I got out on the double top. The pulled back gave a double top look like. So yeah, it was a pretty good day. Not for me, but I'm sure a few of you made money. You guys are good traders. I know you guys caught this short and were selling, making money. That's great. Coming up to bar 72, and bears get the last, try and go for another leg, however it fails. And something interesting, if you were going to try and go short at the end of the day, you have I don't know if you're going short at the end of the day. Good. I don't know if that's good for you, or you should probably think about what are you doing. However, look at this bar and look at this wick. This bar did not break this wick, so I don't think it's a good short. If you can catch, like, if you get short, like you see 72 get put in, you have a limit and you scalp. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm trying to get at is that most of us are gonna just hit in FOMO. I hope no one sold this bar. It was a trap because this wick, it never broke this wick. We never actually made new lows, so we would want to see a close like that, right? And then you short fresh lows. If you're gonna short low, it has to be fresh lows, and if you're gonna short low, people, it doesn't have to be fresh lows. That came out wrong because in a broad bear channel, new lows is where bulls take profits. So if you short where bulls are taking profits, you're gonna have to hold through a pullback. Channels are challenging because they always look like they're trying to reverse, but that is how channels keep going because the traders in this situation, bulls will keep buying the dip and they keep getting stopped out. So they just keep adding to the channel. However, we're late in the day. Added this huge bar, had these huge bars. I think people were trapped, causing bulls to continuously buy, and the market gives a double bottom at the end of the day and we close around the EMA. Still good for the bears. I mean, we've been oscillating around the last week's high for a while now, so it's about time they got something out of it. Someone did something. I actually thought we were gonna have a bullish breakout because last week was pretty much we've had a buy the close rally, which would make sense because everyone got trapped. That came out wrong. I was saying, since everyone's expecting a bull run, this would be a good trap. How I got trapped up here. Thank God I had my stop loss. I know there's someone who trades SMC who didn't have a stop loss. I don't know why. I just wanted to say I've been seeing so many ICT, SMC, and sometimes they leave comments. You don't trade. I was like, you know what? Let me just take a quick shot at them. SMC traders don't have stop losses. Okay, I'm gonna move away from that topic. The overall time frame, the daily chart is giving a double top appearance now. Bulls could not close above this level. I mean, that's not to say we pull back and go. Right now, the market is pulling back from this buy the close rally. I keep saying buy the close rally because it's important you guys understand that there is strength. This was a sell the close rally, right into support, and it turned into a buy the close rally. There's no range. So big down, big up. We could go into confusion for a little bit here. We're starting to pull back. Maybe we tag the EMA and make another leg. This is the overnight session. So yeah, nice on the daily charts, looking clear. The levels are making sense. We were oscillating around last week's high this entire week, and now we sold off. I think a lot of people look at this is like a clean sell signal to me. The only problem is it's the first sell signal. When there's a low one, usually there's going to be buyers waiting. This could be a low one is usually a trap because the market likes to move in twos. So leg one, leg two go short, or leg one, leg two go long. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. We can range. I think tomorrow will get a little bit fun just because of the way this looks. Maybe we are met with a strong bull bar because on lower time frames, by the close rally, first reversals fail. And I kept having it on the back of my head today. I was like, first reversals fail and buy the close rally, and this would make a good long pullback to get in at lower prices. However, if the market thinks this is still too high, we'll come down lower first. So yeah, we can reverse, break down. Our range is pretty much what I say at the end of every video. I never give a clear direction of which way I think the market's going to go, is because I truly don't know which way the market's going to go. Like, I'm being honest when I say the market's going to go up, sideways, or down. It may sound like I'm trying to cover all my bases, but no one knows. We're day traders. If you can predict the markets, good job on you, but I doubt it because everyone's been trying to predict the markets since they came out, and no one can predict the markets. However, we can train ourselves to be ready for what the market does, which is why sometimes people compare the markets to sports, because we just have to train and hope we are ready for whatever the market throws at us. Hourly chart is a tight bull channel, which is that by the close rally, and we break out. I'm trying to encompass the entire price. Okay, so that's kind of like the bull channel. And we have a wedge top on the hourly right here. 3 pushes. We sold. But also, this is now starting to give like an expanding triangle. We have 5 pushes. We have 5 pushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we have 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this would be 6. So maybe the market does something from here. Tomorrow I think is going to be a fun day. It's Friday. Today we had a downtrend. It wasn't the best downtrend, but a downtrend is a downtrend. And on the daily chart, let me delete this real quick. On the daily chart, it's so we have a range, right? These 3 bars are ranging, and this bar took out these 3. Let's see the close actually. Hold on real quick. Oof, okay. So do you guys see what I'm looking at? Kind of how I explained on the 5-minute, the last short. I was like, hey, be careful going short here. It could be a trap. Now look at this bar. This bar is actually taking out this low. So if this bar took out the low on the 5-minute chart, here, this is what I'm talking about. When I was talking about here, how this low does not take out this bar. It's within this bar's range. We're just shorting into the low of this bar. The bar on the daily chart is taking out the wicks. So that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to get at the 5-minute, that this had to close below the range. Because these are range bars, so buy low, sell high. Now this bar takes it out. In ranges, 80% of breakouts fail. We've had a strong bull channel. So we'll see what happens. Right now the market is selling after hours. That's after hours. I think it's going to get fun. I think we're going to get some nicer, easier move to hold, maybe catch about 20, 30 points. I've only been catching like 10, 15 points in these tight range days. I hope you guys are studying. Turn on your notifications. I post these videos every day at 3 p.m. and I'm going to start posting. I've been working on the reading price charts bar by bar. It's first chapter's almost done. It's a little bit more intensive than I thought. I am still working on, I want to start dropping like trade reviews on Saturdays and Sundays. And I'm going to start going live again. I had some family visiting, so I was hanging out with them before it's like the calm before the storm. I knew once those guys leave, I'm going to be deep in the charts. So yeah, it's going to get good. I'm going to start posting more content. Turn on notifications. Hit the subscribe button. Only if you're learning, hit the subscribe button. Have a good day, guys. Drop some comments. It's Thanksgiving time now, pretty much. Gobble, gobble. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.